What happened to Fortnite Concerts? The very first video game concert was held inside the world of Fortnite, and it was completely bizarre. Millions of players attended the concert, and there was quite literally nothing like it. We were lucky enough to experience a few of these exciting concerts, and then one day they just, well, stopped. But why? Marshmello was the very first artist to hold an in-game concert. His concert was held in Pleasant Park on February 2nd of 2019, and over 10 million players attended, not counting those who watched it via live streams. From huge holograms and huge balloons to gravity being altered and sending players into the sky, history was definitely made that day, and it wasn't the last time. 1 year later, the biggest event in video game history happened, the Travis Scott concert. The concert set a freaking record with over 12 million people attending. Not to mention that his skin is one of the most sought after skins and hasn't been seen back in the item shop for over 1,000 days. One more in-game concert happened before Epic made a big decision, and that was the Ariana Grande concert in 2021. It seemed like this was starting to become a yearly thing, as there was a concert each year from 2019 to 2021. So I think that many of us started speculating which musical artists would be featured next. There were some smaller events held in Party Royale that weren't nearly talked about as these extravagant live events. But don't get me wrong, these events were still pretty cool, but I think we were getting a little spoiled having a live in-game concert every single year. But why did they stop? There have been many different speculations as to why Epic stopped producing these huge concerts. Of course, I'm sure they're not cheap, but the fact that we don't get any concert anymore, let alone live events, is still a little bit of a letdown, don't you think? In early Chapter 2, I remember Donald Mustard talking about Epic having a cool down period. Basically, after a big live event would take place, they would lower the stakes a little bit, and then build it up again to rebuild the hype. This makes perfect sense to me. Would live events really be that exciting if we were continuously getting them? But that still doesn't explain why we haven't gotten any in years. Fortnite isn't the game anymore. Another possible but sad speculation as to why there's no longer extravagant live events in Fortnite is the age of the game. While Fortnite is still one of the most played games in the world, it isn't what it used to be. People moved on to other games and it isn't really mainstream anymore. We don't have those special events happening where you go into stores and have a chance to get a free minty pickaxe anymore, or see posts on social media about a big Durburger appearing in the middle of the desert to promote the lore of the game. Maybe we should just enjoy Fortnite for what it is, a free video game with amazing creative maps, cool collaboration, and the occasional exciting event that happens at the end of the season or chapter. After all, the game still does update a lot more than other games do, at least to my knowledge, and we do have one heck of a community. Cutting cost and replaced it with creative. Celebrities aren't cheap, even to have inside of a video game. Epic worked really hard to improve their creative mode in the game, eventually working their way up to creative mode 2.0, and maybe they thought they could cut costs by having something similar with their creative mode. From what I've seen over the years, the creative mode and Party Royale concerts aren't nearly as popular as the live event ones. In fact, they're known for being quite underwhelming. However, as technology is forever improving, Creative 2.0 might exceed our expectations and create even bigger and better concerts than we previously experienced. Yes, even bigger than the Travis Scott concert. As a tech nerd, I definitely think it's possible, especially with AI nowadays. I think as long as it's interactive, fun, and appropriately marketed like previous events, that it would satisfy the players. I'm only a guy who talks about Fortnite, so I don't know what the future of Fortnite holds. I do know that with the leaks we've seen that haven't come into fruition yet, that there's still a lot of potential and hope for the future of the Fortnite events. If you remember the Apple and Epic lawsuit from 2021, what came with that was a bunch of leaks, including future in-game concerts. And fun fact, a lot of the leaks that came from this incident actually came true, like the Ariana Grande concert, the J Balvin concert, and the Naruto collaboration. Although we did get leaks for a Lady Gaga concert, some would say that it was scrapped, and all we got was the 4-person jug band emote for her song Poker Face. Speaking of other artists, in March of 2023, we actually got some news about Juice WRLD coming to Fortnite. In a recent stream, his manager talked about how he and Epic Games had a planned meeting to discuss a possible collaboration. But of course, it's been over a year and nothing ever came of it. This is likely due to Juice WRLD's passing, and Epic not wanting to disrespect his fan base by putting him inside the game. Juice WRLD was one of my favorite artists, and I believe it would be incredible to honor him in Fortnite. but at the same time, it's understandable how it would rub people the wrong way, as he is no longer with us unfortunately. So with that, I am realistically leaning more towards letting Juice WRLD rest. He deserves our respect. There are plenty of artists out there that could very much be put inside the game, but it's all in Epic Games' hands. Hopefully, with the next chapter, we'll start to see more events and maybe even more concerts. I'm really curious as far as what you guys think. Why do you think we don't get concerts in the game anymore? I think the most realistic reason is due to the game not being as mainstream as it was before, but that's just me. At the end of the day though, I am just happy that this season is so freaking good. So thank you guys so much for making it this far. Use code HAPPY inside the item shop to support the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.